Greetings, earthlings. I come in peace. Alright, so this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm just going to kind of go over what sold in the last 30-ish days. Some of these are from September, but right now it's October 22nd. I'll just kind of go over and show you some bolos and things to keep an eye out for, things that I've been picking up and selling. So let's start it off with this mini educator. It's a dog collar, remote dog collar training thing. Sold it for $160. I actually had two sets of these, so we turned a few dollars into over $300 on these ones because I sold both of them already. But yeah, it's basically, you know, this is a good brand to keep an eye out for. If I see any of the dog collars, I look them up. I've sold some Garmin ones for, you know, $300-400, so keep an eye out for them. Slot cars, I always keep an eye out for these. These ones were given to me by a homie at the bins. They're not worth a ton. We sold them for like $50-60. They went on auction. This was a canceled piece, so we'll skip that. Canceled. DVD ain't crap. This was kind of cool. I sold it for $115, and all the sold comps were like $60-70. It's basically a portable gaming monitor for Xbox or any kind of PlayStation, anything. Pretty cool. It has, you know, HDMI ports. It comes with a little power supply. That's very cool. Yeah, keep an eye out for stuff like that. I actually put mine up higher. I got $115 plus shipping. Rocksteady, meh, kind of garbage. I think I got that at a church sale or something. Webcam, cheap. I keep an eye out for these Imagen batteries. This one sold for $80, but if you got the charger, I've sold them up for $400. So keep an eye out for those. I always keep an eye out for all the cameras. You know, 35mm, digital, all those point and shoots. Different ones have different value. They're all worth looking up. I've sold a 35mm Yashica for $650. That was pretty crazy, and it sold instantly. Keep an eye out for all the GameCube games, obviously. They sell pretty quick. Here again, we have some more slot cars. Nothing too crazy, still had damage and everything. Got $35 out of it. This is a pet loader. I got it at St. Vincent de Paul. For $175, we sold it for plus shipping. It was like brand new. Basically 3-tier pet loader. You can use it for your truck or your car or your van or whatever. Load your dog. These things smack. They always sell. I sold this for $50. It's a Sony Walkman, just AM, FM. I don't know. People buy this stuff. You can literally download an app on your phone and have an AM FM radio, but there's something about these, probably because they clip on so you can go running or something. I don't know. Keep an eye out for those. This was another cool bolo. This is an MSR reactor. It's like a little camping stove. It sold for $174. That's pretty good. Didn't even look like it had been used. And actually the person who bought it didn't even want they just wanted this part right here. They didn't even care about none of this. They said you can keep it, and I sent it anyway to them, so they were happy. Xbox network adapter, not very good, but $20 plus shipping is pretty decent. And I always pick up these little Legos. Some of them go for hundreds. You gotta check them all out. This was just an Ant-Man, sold for $20 plus shipping. We have a Bible, digital Bible, $30 plus shipping. Nothing crazy. And here we have a vintage guitar pedal, DOD, pretty beat, but it did work. The problem with these is they put a battery in it and they push the button and nothing happens. You can put the battery in and nothing will happen. You have to plug your guitar into here and you have to plug a cable into out for it to activate. So people think they don't work, but they just never plugged them in. So keep an eye out for guitar pedals. Garbage. Keep an eye out for all the little voice recorders, especially if they're new in the box. This one wasn't as good as I thought it would be, but it ended up selling for $60 plus shipping. Some more odds and ends. This is a little train controller. Nothing crazy, $20. This was cool. This was a MIDI piano. Basically a piano module. I'm not sure. It probably has different sounds on it and effects, but it sold for close to $200, I believe. No, $200. Little Audi piece for $30 plus shipping. This is for a roof rack. It's a tool. Wii Sports, we always keep an eye out for those. I always keep these like this in my draft bank, and every time I find one I just hit sell similar and keep the same pictures because I have a little disc cleaner. It cleans them up. Streets Ahead belt, $35. It's a good brand, but this one was nothing crazy. There's nothing really special about it, so it didn't pull a lot of money, but it's a good brand. Keep an eye out for some of the golf clubs. This one was nothing crazy either, but I sold some for, you know, $400 or $500 for like a putter. So you keep an eye out for any of the Scotty Camerons, the high-end Pings, and etc. Callaway. This is kind of cool. Some kid threw this back because he probably thought it was nothing. But it's a little Power Rangers vintage Megaforce morpher. That sold for $30. Another Wii Sports, some software. I've got tons of these. I've just been selling these, all different sizes. Any hard drives do pretty good. This Disney Princess DVD player was pretty cool as well. We sold this as soon as I listed it. Sold for $120 plus shipping. It's pretty good. Some of these old phones can do good. This one's not very good, but we got 30 bucks out of it. Another slot car, jean jacket. This one's cool, but it's a super small size, so it's kind of a hard sell. And that sold for 42 plus shipping. Alesis. This is a drum pad, and basically plug it in to control the sounds on your computer. You can play drums and choose different sounds to each pad. That's pretty cool. I got this from one of the thrift stores in Tucson for like 10-15 bucks. It sold for 120. Philips Hue, always keep an eye out for that. This sold for 75 plus shipping. With the power supply, all it does is control the HDMI's sync box. I'm not sure. But I plugged it in, it turned on, so we sold it. $75 plus shipping. They were happy. Good feedback. Here's another Ping, but it's a cheap one. 40 bucks plus shipping. Nothing crazy. This was cool. This was for a Harley Davidson. I found a box of Harley stuff, bro. I've been selling it all. Headlights, taillights, license plate holder and stuff. All that stuff was good. We sold this for 60 plus shipping. That's pretty cool. Another GameCube game. This one I put on auction and messed up. Got $1 plus shipping. Pretty crazy. But I figured somebody would, you know, at least bid it up to a few dollars, because it was pretty worn. As you can see here, I couldn't get it to read in anything. I didn't have a GameCube, but I tested on the Wii. Couldn't get it to read. Pretty worn. I think the guy messaged me and said it ended up working, so that's good for him. Got it for $1. I ain't even mad. I've gotten so many things. Here's another item here. This was Sony PlayStation gold tip. Keep an eye out for these gold tips, component cables. Look them up. $50 plus shipping. Here's another one to look out for. This is a American DJ fogger, and it was like new. It had the box and stuff, but the box was all worn, so I threw the box away and put in a different one. It sold for $180 plus shipping. Little Verizon phone, flip phone, 30 bucks plus shipping. Pretty crazy. Look at that. I don't know who wants that, but people do. Anything Arlo, keep an eye out for. This is just the base station. I plugged it in, reset it. Sold for 35 bucks plus shipping. Keep an eye out for Sports Specialties hats. There's the logo right there. This one sold for 100 bucks, and I think it went to local. It went local in Tucson somewhere. 100 bucks plus shipping. Little T-Mobile sell spot. I don't know what this is. I just looked it up and saw sold comp, so I grabbed it. 60 bucks. Video games. Little Ralph Lauren piece. Kind of cool. Just a little pillowcase. Sold for 40 bucks, which is kind of crazy. Vintage hunter belt. This thing was really nice, actually. A little leather piece with ammo holsters. 60 bucks plus shipping. Tempur-Pedic remotes. I always check out all the remotes, man. Look at this one. It's just a basic bed remote. 40 bucks plus shipping. Oh wait, no, 40 free shipping. Turtle Beach, nothing crazy. 20 bucks. More video games. 20 bucks. 25 bucks. Some more Harley stuff from that box that I got. These headphones are pretty good. They didn't even have the pads on them. Look, 50 bucks. There's certain people that do audio and stuff, and they get used to sounds, and they want the same headphones that they've been using for years. Keep an eye out. 50 bucks plus shipping. Oh, 50 bucks free shipping. This one was kind of crazy. I don't know who wants this, but it's a vehicle adapter. Probably for a laptop, I believe. Yeah, I don't know. Sold for 100 bucks plus shipping. That's crazy. Valve Steam Link, nothing crazy. Bread and butter. Nice little Ping set. Sold within like 2 days. I grabbed it at the bins for, 10 bucks. 120 plus shipping. This knife was cool. It was beat to hell though. Look at it. Rusted, broken tip, everything. Dude sent me an offer for 65. I took it. More Nintendo stuff from the bins. Definitely keep an eye out for anything Game Boy, anything like that. $100 plus shipping. World War II military first aid kit. This is cool. It was empty, but I mean, very cool. That sold for 50 bucks. Some makeup. I got a whole box of this. I've been selling these forever. 50 bucks for 2 of them. More video games, software. Resistol hat. 4X Beaver. Anything with like the 4X, 3X, whatever it is. Check them out. This one sold for 60 bucks. Little Yeti piece, bread and butters. More hard drives. I got tons of those. These are cool. Vintage ski goggles. 60 bucks. That's crazy. If somebody wants that look, they're gonna go buy them. This one was surprising. Google Nest camera. Nothing special about it. I don't even think it might be 1080. I don't know, but it's 80 bucks plus shipping. Crazy. These are telescope pieces. I found a few of these brand new in the box. I've been selling them. That's the second one I think I sold. It's 40 bucks. Pantone. I love these little paint books, bro. I sell tons of them. 50 bucks on this one plus shipping. This is more telescope pieces from a box that I got. More Pantones, 50 bucks. Rocky Talkie, good brand to look out for. 80 bucks plus shipping. Sold immediately. Bose, obviously, this one got refunded. It got refunded. They said they couldn't get it to work, and all they had to do was push this button here. The volume. Turn up the volume. Yeah, I got it back, and it didn't work for me either, but then I pushed the volume, and I was like, huh, I bet you they just didn't turn it up, because that's all it is. Fingerboard lot. I just grabbed it. There was nothing coming out that day. Sold for 20. Here again, nothing. This one, the guy said it doesn't work. I did test this one. It did work. I don't know what he's talking about. We'll see when it gets back. Another Pantone. 60 bucks. More hard drives. Some outdoor research gloves. This brand is good. I thought these were going to hit for a little bit more, but I mean, they're used gloves, but still. 38 bucks plus shipping. Always keep an eye out for anime. This one came from a yard sale. I bought a whole box full of good stuff, bro. Sealed stuff. Yeah, this one sold for 20. Not the best, but that box was loaded, so this is all profit. Texas Instrument. Always keep an eye out. This one didn't even have the right lid. I just put one on there. I put it in the description. Different lid. Tested. Works. That one sold for 45 bucks. We have a vintage polo hat. This one had the tags from Dillard's. I had it up high for a long time. Someone finally offered me something, and I think I took 75 plus shipping. Yeah. Printer ink. I got a few of these one day, and these are dirt cheap, lightweight. Check the expiration date, but even if they're expired, people still buy them. And I think I got 2 of them that day, so almost 90 bucks from probably less than $1. Pretty good profit. I've already sold both of them. More video games. And whenever I find stuff like this and it doesn't work after I've tested it, I just throw it in a pile, and eventually I get 4 or 5 things and I sell it. I sold these parts of repair, untested. You know, put all the pictures in there of what's wrong with it. Try to put a good description, say what you've done and tried. It sold for 80 bucks plus shipping. These Pokemon cards I got burnt on, so I didn't make any money. I think I lost like 4 or 5 bucks on these, but it's all good. I made a video out of it and used it for some content. These are pretty good. Add-on blink cameras. Always look up security cameras. These 2 right here, nothing crazy about them. No batteries included or nothing. 60 bucks plus shipping. There's another one of those Epsons. This is a good bolo. The Sony DSC HX9V. It's just another point and shoot camera. Had some wear on the thing. I put all that in the description. Comes with a battery, no charger. That one sold for $190 plus shipping. Another outdoor ring camera, 30 bucks. This was cool, the G.I. Joe Killer Well. We sold that for $175 plus shipping. Let's see. Headphones, these are good. Wireless Bluetooth AKG, another studio brand. These sold for 75 bucks plus shipping. Plug them in, tested. This was a Solar Edge internet home gateway, I believe. Probably hooks up to a solar panel or something. I have no idea. I don't really know. Plugged it in, powered it up, turns on, sold it. $100, they were happy. 100 plus shipping, they were happy. This War Trilogy book, you know, ships media mail, dirt cheap. 25 bucks, free shipping. This was an Ace Frehley Kiss, the dude from Kiss. This is one of his projects, and it had the guitar pick in there, which is kind of cool. That's super cool, actually. 1997. I ended up selling that for 38 bucks, free shipping. Video games. This is a banger. HP 35S scientific calculator. Super sick. No batteries included. After I tested it, it worked. Sold for $250 plus shipping. The Agamotto. No good. Pantone. Another 55 bucks. More PlayStation games. This is another one to look out for. Rapid Radios G1. This one sold, I believe it was like open box. I got it from St. Vincent de Paul for 30 bucks. I paid up, but you know, we made 170, so we made our money back there and a little profit. 170 plus shipping. Good brand to keep an eye out for. More Eero router stuff. Oh, that was canceled. Alright, click free. Blah, 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 blah. This is another hard drive. 38 bucks free shipping. Video games. More paint books. More remotes, 30 bucks. This was kind of cool. This is a coyote vest for like a little chihuahua. Brand new in the box. Super lightweight. I probably paid $1 for this. Maybe over $1. I doubt it. Sold for almost $100. Always look up Logitech. If you find them new in the box, you got a banger. But even used, they're worth looking up. This one sold for $120, I believe. Oh no, we took an offer, $100 plus shipping. This camera, another one, Nikon, pretty good condition, no real wear. The inside actually did have some corrosion right here. You can see it, but I mean, I cleaned it up as much as I could, and when I put the batteries in, it worked great. So as you can see here, we sold it already, and it sold for $140 plus shipping. And this was another piece that we just sold. I just literally packed this up just now. It's another Nintendo piece, but this one's vintage. A little Donkey Kong piece. Someone said they needed it for a birthday present. Sold for $109 plus shipping. So yeah, guys, that's some of the stuff I've been selling this month. Obviously I've sold some crazy things in the past, but I barely started doing these videos, so look forward to the next ones. If you learned anything, drop a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. God bless.